people have for Ghanaians, and then they have men. And the Akuffoaddo Nkwasi Ade odi nyina ne MPP for Nkwasi Ade and don't to be still extra TV so e can Ghana's economy ni politics nyina if you mo Omãńhêne mo ne Adom Otchere mo na mama Ghana fo MPP fo hu se Ghana fo Jimmy na ye den na Kusi Boateng identification issue e den na PNDC bem Kusi Boateng ono nkwa ne papa ne ku na PNDC time Kusi Boateng papa no a famous chen Ghana fo nyina inti he deserves to have 2 identifications, he deserves to have 2 tin numbers. He deserved to have 2 mothers. Mo school no call way. School no call way. Oh, Adom Otchere, I was expecting you to use your prime time, no, sir, metro time, no good evening, no, to project a year one castle with Juma. There will be a drama when you no. A year could just spawn, no. They're all year. As an individual, as an entrepreneur, he might have his flaws, but he's taking an initiative, he's making a move to help solve today's problems. When to me, but now in Ghana form and could just for years say, or cover Thailand form, Ghana, thousands of them to grow in Ghana. To me, yes, I didn't quite say, we won't ferry. One Adom Otchere, me say, side Christmas tree, you crumple once and can we, Okolos who Korea will be work. There's only credibility here to come and sit there and say, I have brought 21 passports. So Kusi Boateng should not be criticized. I didn't say Kusi Boateng ejina sorry dem otonyom. Na so for why you resa banchi we otonyom amenya den. Ono ne so for you be that. It should not be like that. That's not how we build a nation. We need to ask the relevant questions, pose it and correct the system. Because in the next 10-15 years, na TSC na say obi subaka say time 79 or say the PNDC era no me so papa ni party trooper yeku no enti mo double identification me di yemienu me tin number yemienu a court ban ne betumi rejected that because when Kusi Boateng came we said it was right. So we will sit here one day and somebody will become president and say Akuffoaddo only certificate or you fake no and tell us oh when I was young somebody killed my father. He was also a prophet. I didn't want them to know. Bidianka say I did too many of Kevin Taylor. But my papa, you call me papa. Nam besem kofobe musem papa ne Mr. Taylor. Inti from Ekoando. Inti and then no me kuta 2 passport. Bakuya Ekoando. And a bakuya Kevin Taylor. Ni na mi use. And I me what 2 tin numbers because you call me papa. As some way a Kuruban journalist the bang the better say. We are say a different this and some way. Journalist Ben and I fear or bet to me at say I'm defending Kwasi Assemwe and you spend a whole time on a whole 2-3 hours on a year Metro TV. Nipana Metro TV a year Zoom Lion. As we speak, we have all just a Metro TV, you know, apart from Good Morning Ghana, any area news be read, you know, just say at the papa be and free one back. Adom Otchere could have used that 3 hours to speak on Air Jospon, the partnership he's having with Air Thailand for to come to Ghana and to grow local rights for us to stop the importation of foreign rights. He could have used 2 hours to explain to Ghana why we should all support Jospon because it's a good initiative. This is a risky thing an entrepreneur will say I want to do. Jospon is using his money to go to Thailand, to go bring the Thai people to come and show us how to grow rice locally to be able to feed ourselves. Jospon is the owner of Metro TV. I was expecting Adom Otchere and Jimmy, you spent 2 hours to explain to Ghana that this step a year Jospon is taking is a step we all have to support. Because when we grow here, next year I supported Jospon, not this risky venture he's getting into. It to me, it does not matter the government in power. We will all do well. Today, our economy is dying because we are importing more than exporting. Now, because I'm paying TV so Jimmy no wants to PNDC inti Kusi Boateng kuta 2 tax identification number, or kuta 2 birth certificate, or kuta 2 mother's name, or kuta 2 with my registered all these companies in 2 different names with 2 different tax identification numbers. We should let it go. Now, Omãńhêne because I'm paying you so TV so now my Jimmy na we refi some bewu. Mure fu said the better Ghana, better radio so Ghana na wine. It is not today. The future is now. Thank you very much. Welcome. So this is going to be a quick one. This is going to be a quick one, and it's all about a year cathedral in summer ACC in Ghana. It's going to be a conversation and it's got to do with a year journalist when it comes to this Kusi Boateng issue about Ghana. For some very good reason, and I was just sitting back to listen to, especially journalists of more Ghana, their contribution, their views on the issue. But there are a few of my colleagues they are doing something there. It's basically going to sink. And it is looking like a month will be imagine say they just want to lie. We have decided say we will correct every misinformation that goes out there. What I'm going to do tonight, to enlighten a few people about a year Nyambia, some of the journalists, Ghana Hadjini. We are at a point where we don't have to be covering up for some people or trying to make it look like, say, Nipedu had their untouchables. This short a year episode where I'm going to actually concentrate on a year Omãńhêne of Asempa and also Multi TV, and also a year Yanyankasa Village Lotto forecaster Paul Adom Otchere. And then what happened yesterday on Good Evening Ghana. Episodes have been cut out, and myself, Mehumbi Ashebi. And I think it's something we need to address when it comes to a year pastor and as a bishop, our friend Kusi Boateng. But we will stick with the Kusi Boateng because yenim say ye friend Ghana. Tonight, what we're going to do here is straightforward with it. It does not matter if they are open NPP, it's fine. Open NDC, it's fine. But maybe no credano, I am not moment to send in the future, when things like these play out again, we will know how to address them. And it's very important to say, we have to be straightforward, speak to the issues, and ask the relevant questions. And no one bit me, aboya mayin asamba. You bet my case me NDC ni and so make cassette away. Me MPP ni and so make cassette away. That is what is very important here. But see, I'm very careful. Now say your affiliation, your friendship, your ties, family ties, or anything attached to a particular topic. Then we lose a year as seminar kasa. In the future, it becomes difficult for us to, at the end of the day, approach it the way it's supposed to be approached. What I'm going to do tonight, and I say I know it's around 4 or 5:30 p.m. in Ghana, rush hour. I'm for coffee, I'm for so edrufie. Enra, I share what happened on TV in Ghana, and I'm talking specifically about what happened on Good Evening Ghana. And if you're a journalist like myself, Nasa will share Paul Adom Otchere. What he was trying to do yesterday night. Efa a year Kusi Boateng and a year Okujato Ablakwa, who is a member of parliament, Abba with an expose. And the good thing about a year, what we are seeing now is Okujato Ablakwa did not come to just say these things without facts. And that is something we all have to, in fact, look at very critically. Okujato Ablakwa he never sat anywhere or on any platform to just say assembly mate na meka. In fact, till date, Obia what tries to be refute and I say obe claim the opposite of the Okujato Ablakwa can say Reverend Kusi Boateng or Bishop Kusi Boateng basically has two identities. No, ye won't say Obia Babontene with facts to disprove himself, why they with the two identities. And that is something that we are supposed to pay attention to. And in fact, this morning I saw a video of Omãńhêne, and all that he was trying to do is not to attack the issue itself, but go after the messenger of the expose. Now, I can't play the video here. I told you, me, Facebook Live, I'm not too good with it, how you put videos and all that. Now, dear Omãńhêne, let's start with Omãńhêne Kobna Sante, what he did, which I believe is despicable, and we all have to speak against it. Okujato-Ablakwa came out and said, "Eye Kusi Boateng, eye software or that, or the secretary to the National Cathedral, no? Or two identities." Now, Okujato-Ablakwa never said anything without providing a document to support it. I am not doing this, or I am not holding brief for Okujato-Ablakwa. No, we are all speaking to what he put out there and the documents that he added to his statements. Now, Okujato-Ablakwa never in any day said all that I'm saying about this pastor, no, Okujato-Ablakwa say everything that he is putting out are things that he has researched, things he believes they are the truth. Now, as journalists in Ghana, what do? We are talking about a national cathedral as we speak today. At the end of the day, the president who promised his God, I'm live. You're live. Say, I'm yes, you're very distracted. Now, Okujato-Ablakwa never said anything. Bishop Kusi Boateng, Maka Semwe, Media Okujato-Ablakwa, mini fact, or the documents and everything as supporting the statements. So now, we need to understand the National Cathedral issue, no? Some yesika as Ghanaians, no? Ye yibi and the Kwasha Cathedral. So the cathedral has become a national issue. In fact, it has become part of our national budget. Ye can't Ghana for sika etwa ye de kwa de kwa ye sika and ye kwasha cathedral bia ye nyina ye boy adwene pose ye be ye sika de akwasha. So, as a member of parliament and our oversight responsibility when our taxes are being touched, abra approval in free home buy. So one, as a Ghanaian, we need to look at it in a holistic way. Say, what is Okujato-Ablakwa trying to achieve here? And that is what we have to look at. Okujato-Ablakwa, what is he trying to achieve? What he is trying to achieve, did he say? Nipebi afa kuti kwanso afa some kind of a year. A kwambia enyembra kwanso ediomusa kan yesika na, because in the first place me no yenkase besisi cathedral yekufuaddo so cathedral inti he needs to find ways to build this cathedral. The reason tia Emma, a member of parliament who serves as the people, is so interested in is because yesika na as Ghanaians your resources no it has been tapped obedient in sabum say or the private thing and when masa conversation when you it is not because cathedral you will be here. No, me so many years I've not been to church. There are so many people watching me tonight. For a couple of years now, you've not been to church. One has some personal reason. One has some personal reason. So nobody is against a religion. I'm an Anglican. Last me show me catch him say I'm disappointed in Anglican because Anglican suffer be jina ho ekeka nkwasi asem echere say any Anglican for sebio pinifom die nom nyansa. So I'm disappointed Anglican right now as I speak. Now, you might not like me. I understand. You might not like me because menkasa ema MPP. Because my words are strong when it comes to MPP in ghanaeducation. I get it. But what we are looking at is the ato eye Kusi Boateng or yesofono. Adia china se obiso efa the same kutikwan so na yebehu a are we going to be selective about what we have to say and not they hear me now. Okujato-Ablakwa put some things out there or the facts come now. As journalists, my job so we said Kusi Boateng were two identities. He's an imposter. He's trying to maneuver his way. He's trying to beat the system to make some illegal money. I cannot just sit here and say Kusi Boateng ya kromfo, Kusi Boateng ekutekuta. Abra many facts no. Okujato-Ablakwa made every document he had available to us Ghanaians to go and check. One, he's putting his credibility on the line. He is putting his credibility on the line because as a member of parliament, so Obabontin Bekas and as a document be kutano. Nasa or the two Abontina, the same way I do my shows, I put document out. I am putting every single thing I have built on the line. It's Okujato-Ablakwa put his credibility as a member of parliament on the line. Now, what do we have to do as journalists? Okujato, the documents are better to war. What do I have to do to disprove him, or what do I have to do to confirm that what he is saying, it is not against the personality, it's not against Kusi Boateng, but what he's trying to do is to make sure the system is working perfectly. Simplicity. That's all that we are seeing here. Now, for journalists to come on TV, on radio, to come and trivialize the issue and make it look like, say, Okudzeto-Ablakwa has an agenda against a religion, an agenda against the president's own agenda, no? It makes it sound, say, I say some of our journalists, with all due respect, don't know Omãńhêne. And I am specifically going to dwell this, my conversation, on Omãńhêne Asantehene and Paul Adom Otchere. In fact, I know Paul is not a journalist. I know Paul is dumb. I know Paul, basically, we all know what he's doing. He's working for this government. He's being paid, fed like a chicken. Everybody knows Paul, at this point, he has lost every credibility when it comes to Onwankasa Kranipa as a human being. Now, Omãńhêne Asantehene, in the studios of Asempano, he was also trying to make this Okudzeto-Ablakwa expose with facts look like, say, or no Omãńhêne Asantehene the Fuashano, who is Okudzeto-Ablakwa, Adentra, because in his head, you know, Okudzeto-Ablakwa is coming from the NDC. Okudzeto-Ablakwa, Amuneni, Okudzeto-Ablakwa does not have that Onisa space to address people calling themselves men of God. In everything between Omãńhêne Asantehene and Okudzeto-Ablakwa, Okudzeto-Ablakwa has excelled in everything. When you put Omãńhêne Asantehene here and you put Okudzeto-Ablakwa here, we all know Okudzeto-Ablakwa has more credibility than Omãńhêne Asantehene, because, and I'm not here to look at what they have achieved individually. I'm here to look at the matter itself holistically. Now, Asema Okudzeto-Ablakwa beka ye nyina ne sen, or say Victor Kusi Boateng ewo two different identities, or a dimienu, or the a dimienu, or 10 numbers mienu. Sa nipa no ende Okudzeto-Ablakwa asa beka to say a filling of forms to become the secretary to the National Cathedral, no trusteeship, no, or a yet different names, or they fill different documents. So as a journalist, what do? Let me go into the documents Okudzeto-Ablakwa and then verify and see, say, whatever Okudzeto-Ablakwa is saying is a lie or it's the truth. It's simple as that. So for Omãńhêne Asantehene to foolishly come and sit on TV and trivialize this and make it look like, say, or go to the point, or go so low to the point Okudzeto-Ablakwa can say, and I cannot verify this, say, Omu producer is nobody. Now, who the hell is the producer at Adom or in Asempa FM? Who the hell is that person? Jimmy Niben, no? Who cares about the producer? So if even Okudzeto-Ablakwa says, who the hell is Asempa FM producer? Me, I sit here, my name Asempa FM producer. 90,000.990 million people don't even know who the producer of Kusi Boateng is. Now, Kusi Boateng, why the name Kusi Boateng when you cross the borders of Accra? So he lowers the conversation to his level, which is very, very low, and he started speaking on, does he know who Victor Kusi Boateng is? No, Okudzeto-Ablakwa does not care about Kusi Boateng. Okudzeto-Ablakwa is concerned about the consistent irregularities in Kusi Boateng's documentation. That is what he is looking at. And how through that, he is using companies that he has created, to, whether you like it or not, to do illegal business in the name of the National Cathedral. It's simple as that. So Okudzeto-Ablakwa beka say, Kusi Boateng did the order that they are not in town that they into Omãńhêne. Okudzeto-Ablakwa has never made such a statement. Okudzeto-Ablakwa has never questioned Kusi Boateng's capacity as the founder of his church. He has never questioned the man's genuity and I say his holiness before his God. Okudzeto-Ablakwa is questioning a system and a process that has been breached. So for journalists like Omãńhêne Asantehene, out of mediocrity and because na adwene that the no, it is only centered around his stomach, no. On to me and break it down basic things to make his listeners atias, you know, or take a conversation so low to his level of atias. It is Omãńhêne Asante conversation and say, who is Okudzeto Ablakwa to question another Ghanaian? Who is Okudzeto Ablakwa to question a man of God? Who is Okudzeto Ablakwa to come out? Okudzeto Ablakwa is a member of Parliament of Ghana. Okudzeto Ablakwa is an integral member of the Foreign Affairs Committee in Parliament. Okudzeto Ablakwa can be the President of the Republic if he chooses to contest. So Okudzeto Ablakwa has all the requisites, a certification, and also every single opportunity to let Ghanaians know, say he is also not just a mere person, but somebody or Ghana, any the forward looking of Ghana. Now, how can you trivialize the conversation and bring it so low to the point to say Okudzeto Ablakwa is becoming is it sensationalism or sakwakoti brofufumbi? Okudzeto Ablakwa has never in any way blown his wings and said that he has always been calm. He has always been somebody who presents his facts. The problem with Kwabena Asante as empafo ni nyina say Okudzeto Ablakwa is exposing omo party for any omo software chromophobia sebio omo nye yi a omo bebo omo nsa. That is the problem of Omãńhêne Asante. Omãńhêne Asante does not fit in that space to analyze or critically think about the issue itself. Anything I mean we are not. When you get the opportunity to sit behind the mic, it is not you talking to your numerous girlfriends. It is you talking to discerning Ghanaians who, at the end of the day, will analyze your level of thinking. Now, Kusi Boateng, in some of Okudzeto Ablakwa Ebusen said, Kusi Boateng at a company. Kusi Boateng company now with DNO, a dean for fraud or DDA. And now Osawo a dean for fraud or the a year National Cathedral also. Or a dean mienua bakwa passport bakum and a bakwa diplomatic passporting. Kusi Boateng different birth dates. And the Ablakwa said the documents of account say Kusi Boateng in filling his own documents to the Ghana Revenue Authority about the numerous companies he has opened in less than 3 years, he has different TIN numbers. We are talking about TIN number. We are talking about birth dates. We are talking about a year company registration. We're talking about money that he at the end of the day gave to the National Cathedral. So why would journalists at the end of the day sit and say Ablakwa should be careful? Or careful of what? Let me be very honest here. In some Ghana about these pastors and their question, sit back a little bit and analyze. See what John Mahama Breswa and Kauni Masabidi Ghana. Senka MDs ne waso and this Kusi Boateng this cathedral issue. This debt exchange program, when you know, and MDs na Mahama na president, or just Omãńhêne Asante and called the Genie Rabbit radio, so I can't catch some no. It is because it is easy to attack the NDC, and it is more convenient and more easy to attack NDC near Oyahuneni. I'm being honest here. It is easy to attack the NDC. It is more easy. It is easier to attack NDC near Oya Auneni and also Oya Teni. It is easy for these Akan radio presenters because Akan for Yenya Akan for you can't say Ashantehene, Infantifo, Kofo, Bonofo. It is easy for us to go after Oya Auneni, go after Oya Teni, Onya MPP ni. All these things they are doing against a black woman. It is because Auneni Abua Ben and the person Yenya Akan for say. We are doing the wrong things. Now, so we a year Omãńhêne Asante sin chain his foolishness and his level of thinking very low. No, now you go to Adom Otchere. You will come to the substantive issues, and I will ask them why they are moving away from these issues. We've all seen the presentation of Adom Otchere on Good Evening Ghana and Rap. And you realize to say in his presentation on Good Evening Ghana, Adom Otchere stayed away from something very important when it comes to Kusi Boateng's scandal way. And what Paul Adom Otchere stayed away from is his date of birth and his TIN numbers. He actually stayed away because Paul Adom Otchere himself, one person, you cannot have 2 TIN numbers. If you even have a feeding any traditional name was a DND name, any other name, you can still not have 2 TIN numbers. So utie Paul Adom Otchere presentation and you realize that the presentation of Andra was about JJ Rawlings, PNDC, and the Abedrinde. Into what Okujato Ablakwa is doing, no, it is basically Kusi Boateng Asantehene. Kusi Boateng ekuta 2 names, okuta 2 TIN numbers, wama false information, we borrow money to the National Cathedral. Company will be do 3 years. It has 2.6 million Ghana cedis to give to a cathedral trustee. Fine. At the end of the day, we did not receive any document to prove that it was a loan or it was anything. Because if that was a loan or that was just a gesture or a child, it needs to go into a document. Because later we to make 2.6 million amber back. All these things, at the end of the day, are black white match. Now, what Paul Adom Otchere tries to obey and say, or say, Kusi Boateng no, na oya Asantehene ba. Na time na ne papa, ne papa ya Asantehene a JJ Rawlings, awuneni no kokun ne papa. Iti JJ Rawlings kokun, PNDC for kokun, Asantehene and the tata ne papa no. The ne say, Asantehene akwara no, enim se Rawlings ye ni paboni ni nti obehwe no so ekunu ni nti. Kusi Boateng changing the din. Oh, maybe a narrative be the free back. A tribal politics no no. They are inciting Ashantehene against our inti. Paul Adom Otchere they know and say he's giving Ashantehene idea be say I wanna follow the omo because omo time on them suffer. The Paul Adom Otchere and say JJ Rawlings the be cool Kusi Boateng papa efa me home. So JJ Rawlings the cool Kusi Boateng papa and also change Kusi Boateng date of birth. So PNDC, Paul Adom Otchere say PNDC time and a Kusi Boateng papa na oya Asantehene kesiye or in sofo kesiye and a JJ Rawlings PN. Let's say it is true. Does it concern me? Say Kusi Boateng papa yokuna, does it make Kusi Boateng's date of birth change? Kusi Boateng papa, Kusi Boateng papa na Kusi Boateng abe sofunda. Does it make him say he's entitled to 2 TIN numbers? It is a steady and dry. Dear Paul Adom Otchere na. Now we are Ghanaian. Na say Sebio we are Asantehene. Dear Paul Adom Otchere Kenyan say yenya Asantehene ye Jimmy. Dear here na say because JJ Rawlings kum ye hunipa. Inti obi ebe ye kono odi nkwase sama yenja mane nko. Paul Adom Otchere could not provide any evidence that JJ Rawlings PNDC the kum eye Kusi Boateng papa. He could not provide any document. Any document that said the man was killed by JJ Rawlings and as a NDC. But the Oba no be ni say obeka kire Asantehene any akamfo say eyo okudato black or ye awuneni ninua JJ Rawlings ono so awuneni no de PNDC buy NDC free mu omo no be ku Kusi Boateng papa enti Kusi Boateng no 2 birth certificate ye manenko. Kusi Boateng what 2 TIN numbers no problem. Kusi Boateng 2 passport different date of birth yamanenko. And then ya test Kusi Boateng 2 mothers, 1 person and no yamanenko. Until you Ghana na wutie me a. Na so ya MPP ni kura busa ho say. Paul Adom Otchere ohun sen, ohun so wajimi. MPP for Paul Adom Otchere, Omãńhêne Kobra Sante San kwasiafo boys we omuhumu amaka mo Asantehene amudi MPP chi no say mogimi una de kro if you say asem na da ho no a simple question and the question is Kusi Boateng wo date e do we date ben Paul Adom Otchere or should 20 passports but he could not at the end of the day say or speak on the 2 dates of birth one can wasam he moved away from that and de bia ye ba ye ka kire Ghana fo amutie especially more in tough one ne anwonafo no say sometimes your politics na sa de we ni mo boys we na ba kire enti ne ye kasa sa no Kusi Boateng asem we JJ Rawlings be mu be ye den PNDC be mu be ye den PNDC for Beru Bayer Day. You ever say, and I don't have evidence to prove say Kusi Boateng Papa JJ Rollins PNDC Nekuno. Now the question is, so Kusi Boateng Papa Krano say PNDC era no wuya. Does it change Kusi Boateng's date of birth? Does it change Kusi Boateng's date of birth and then maiden name ni surname ana? Does it change Kusi Boateng's on one kasani diana? Because if today your friend Papa Gabi Taylor, maybe a papa, PNDC a brother, no a big man, and na said you come papa. Na me person go for say your friend Mr. Taylor, na your friend say Ekobedu does not have to be a name on every statutory document, and that's a state document to be a Kevin Taylor that was any Ekobedu. And the Adom Otchere say, Kusi Boateng changing the deed because man papa in the party chew and a person you kuno. It does not make the name his official name, the Constitution of Ghana, and the Ghana Bremuno. It sees. Your friend Ekobedu does it mean to say me school and me call ye me passport it has to bear Ekobedu na Kevin Taylor na your original name or my birth certificate in the same. Now I get to a point. Now you be say me dean the same. I say oh me dean the Kevin Taylor, but in comfort half frame Ekobedu inti diahine with dean. Oko National Cathedral documents moi. Kusi Boateng din a different name. And I me din for so Kusi Boateng. Inti one kasa ni din ya din. Now let's say Kusi Boateng company no was scarce so much. And no more cathedral no for besia 2.6 million. Or na minipa sa sika no onje nsihu wanje bibia ya tiase sa 2.6 million cathedral for the tuama. Now mo musa Kusi Boateng. Question me person Omãńhêne come na Asante. On say wunyini na wajimi na yetufo na wentia ugu nwini mase. Now, young fans 2.6 million no Kusi Boateng the ma and omo ade ama back. Inti saa de Kusi Boateng ombo boni onye boni bia. Na Kusi Boateng be kire mu nkire e ye de onya 2 tin numbers as one person. E ye de otumi call Ghana Revenue Authority e register about 15 companies within 2 years. I don't care. Okuta 2 tin numbers. It is criminal. Software bokrono, software ye ka say or san kendenka, the special prosecutor, and make sure say ye dragging the court ko jail no. Simple. This is not something or say Omãńhêne Kobra Sante ni Jimmy Betina radio superma okuja to black or one and now Kobra Sante one kasa we wine. O capacity to multimedia on any dien. Nyansa be pa na unima ye nyina ye nim obekire say because obiebie mic atumu tunim nyansa chen Ghana fo nyina. It's simple. Na Kusi Boateng to register different companies in 2 different names and getting different tin numbers. One person, you have only one fingerprint. You have only one Ghana card. You should have one name in Ghana Mremono and another name. So questioner adena munyina money Paul money at Sempa for Ghana journalist Libya. Mona mo say chrono. Why are you not asking these relevant questions? Because you see, Kusi Boateng having these 2 tin numbers, and registering different companies in these different names, it defeats that digitization agenda of DrBawumia. Technically, we don't have any digitization yet security via or Ghana. For all you know, there are hundreds and hundreds of these pastors and other people in Ghana. They have 1 name or 2 names. They have about 14 numbers. If we want to go in there, it means the Ghana Revenue Authority, the National Communication Authority, any Ghana card, the system itself is not resolute as we think. And this is a conversation we need to be having now. And we are going into election 2024. The EC wants to conduct the elections with a Ghana card. You want Ghana, you want 1 pastor or what 2 tin numbers, 1 Ghana card, 2 different names, or to me Edia operator bedruha. So we have thousands of such people out there. So the tax identification number in Ghana is allocated 1 tin number, 1 tax identification number. Ghana have access to only 1 because all of fingerprints, every individual will unique fingerprints. The reason why Ghana card now was to eradicate multiple identifications. It is a Ghana card bedruhande. Na support Ghana National Cathedral in 2 identities or 2 tax identification number. Are you not worried? Can't you see say election 2024 has been rigged? already. Because if the EC and the Ghana government is telling us to say they can still run the elections with Ghana card, you need only one tax identification number to be able to get, Now, and then you will be over two names, or what to be registered a couple of companies, and then the Ghana card, the thing called a year digitization about it has been defeated. So as we speak, we need to get serious. We need to move the conversation to where in Ansafoti as here. Omãńhêne communist Ashantehene Poladmo Jimmy na do krom politics. Omãńhêne say Ashantehene you need me. You want to tap power there? Yeah, the ones outside don't work. You can just bring it in. And then it means to say, Paul and Adom Otchere money I don't know. They feed on Ashantehene. They feed on Ashantehene ego. They feed on Ashantehene because someone will say Ashantehene no. The only man in trials so catch Ashantehene you know say JJ Rawlings ni PNDC for be kumu ma menom. Inti JJ Rawlings ni awonafo no aba be ku eye Kusi Boateng papa. Say Kusi Boateng papa wu PNDC time enye ono nkwa na wu ye without due respect to Kusi Boateng. Among former menom. Now the question to ask is say and then Omwa Ashantehene no die na yema obi ye twa ne chia na ye bon. This is another conversation also for another day. Because a man for your kalabuli, a man for boo, a man for a soldier buying also. Those things happen everywhere in the world, and they are not things I am pleased about. But they are not things people can use in politics today because Omãńhêne say Ashantehene Jimmy. Kusi Boateng abokro me yachino. Okuta two identities. Okuta two tax identification number. Nema mi dinkra two different names no afele. Oda huti TV so as Paul Adom Otchere catch them say. Oh, because you couldn't papanti. So two tax identification number, other quite fake documents, companies are or the US car, mayan kamwasem. Where is the logic? Let's put everything aside. Asema ye Kenya yendane no, yanka say si wo NDC time. Asema ye Kenya yendane no. Yanka say si wo NDC time. Mahama na ye president and asemu we see. Uncle 247 to bekasa. Anka ahima omwa Ashantehene nyina bekasa infantime nyina be anka ahemfo bekasa. But because it's see what MPP mu, what we are witnessing today, the Metuma culture and say Kusi Boateng needs to be facing trial. Prosecution needs to start. The special prosecutor should call this man in because Kusi Boateng has some way no. Somebody can take this matter to court and use Kusi Boateng as same way as having two tax identification number to acquire Ghana card in your to say we cannot use Ghana card to do what? To vote in election 2024. Yes, America has to be in a court because Kusi Boateng has defeated the legitimacy of the Ghana card and the Ghana card we want to use in voting in 2024. Now I expect all the international the embassies in Ghana to all start writing to the Ghana government that how were they able to give this guy a diplomatic passport. I expect the CSOs to write to these embassies for the embassies to respond and say this guy has two identities or two names or two tax identification numbers or you're somebody who is an imposter. So at this point I'm expecting some Ghanaians to write to the international the embassies, then for them to understand. Say we have one person who is flying around this world with diplomatic passport. Even back home here, he's an imposter because we don't know which name is his official name. And I will personally write to the US embassy for them to look into this matter because they need to say Kusi Boateng. He goes to the US embassy, he presents a different name. Back home in Ghana, he has a different name. We will write to the UK embassy. All these embassies, they have to know the status of this man. Because technically, from what we are talking about, and from what the documents Ablakwa is showing us now, Kusi Boateng is an imposter. He has defrauded all these embassies he has been passing through. The government of Ghana, they have given this guy a diplomatic passport. And Kusi Boateng, now something is so easy for my Ashantehene the Jimmy Abetra TV. So, woman who wants to say Ponkobi, and not or Chimino or De Educromono, and now Jimmy now what your senpai and Nebetche say, Ghana phone and review. No, we are looking at the system, we are looking at correcting a system. So MPP for no the almost over Jimina and the Embrabana or Bibusu because MPP Jimmy Omuninti. We are not thinking about you people. We are thinking about the consequences in the future. Somebody could also get into this same situation. Are we going to brush it away? Then consistently, we are basically building a nation. Yen to me endim raso. So what I will do is I will officially write to the US Embassy in Ghana and let them question this guy, question the Foreign Affairs Ministry that we want to know the real identity of Kusi Boateng. We want to know his real name because from the documents we have now, it shows he has 2 names. He has 2 tax identification numbers. If he provides a passport here, he has 2 passports with different birth certificates. This is what we as Ghanaians, we have to start asking. These are the questions we need to be asking. That is what will give these embassies also the room to start looking into Omãńhêne diplomatic passport, whether the information they are providing them are legit. So I am going to personally write to the US Embassy in Ghana that you have given somebody a US visa, but a person has 2 identities. You cannot allow anybody to just go through. To the UK Embassy, write to all these embassies and let them understand that if Kusi Boateng or what has gone through their embassy before to be given a visa, what name or they buy, because we also know him as this, and he has 2 tin numbers. He has 2 mothers. In the radio now, what it is now, Asante Samono, and Mukras Samonene, Sa Ewunano, it will not change anything. And when I saw Adom Otchere, I was shocked. I was disturbed. I was hurt because it is what he was doing was so tribal. A national issue, a day and that's why we need to look at it critically. Adom Otchere basically comes on TV. Now with Jimmy no that's a Ghana no nembire ne mba team. I said Ghana ne bonda ne yere yambo de timu tuobi. I said and the Ghana ne jigua or no kwasiampe ne busuafo, we will not go after them. Yen nyina busuafo Ghana. Asemesi, you are trivializing the issue and making it NDC for the Kusi Boateng papa. Na said you Kusi Boateng papa no kwa ne we PNDC time. Into omo Ghana nyina na papa eye etitirufo a yeku papa na maame no into omo nyina change omo din anka den ko omo nyina use 2 tin numbers. Are you people silly? Why are you not concentrating on the double tin numbers? Why are you not concentrating on the guy having 2 passports and 2 different birth dates? Why are you people not worried, asking questions that would help recalibrate the system well? Why should Adom Otchere come sit on TV and make this whole thing about JJ Rawlings and Awunafo and they don't have the right? JJ Rawlings, nobody till date has been able to point to Rawlings and Rawlings shooting the papa. Nobody. Kofo ba ye the agreement be a reconciliation. Why the two of you come ask back and say JJ Rawlings to papa? Nobody in Ghana was able to come out and point and say, you JJ Rawlings, you picked the gun and shot my father. Nobody. Until why do we still keep on listening to ensure because some tribal bigot in Ghana, no, and the nanaakuffoaddo now where Jimmy own to me muma, no, into Obia Tanya Santimai, Obia Tanya Kamfor, Obia Tanya MPP. No, it should not be like that. That's not how we build a nation. We need to ask the relevant questions, pose it, and correct the system. Because in the next 10-15 years, na yetiasi na say obi subaka say time 79 o say dey PNDC era no me so na papa ni party trooper yeku no enti mo double identification me di ye mienu me tin number ye mienu a court ban na betumi rejected that because when Kusi Boateng came we said it was right. So we will sit here one day and somebody will become president and say Akuffoaddo only certificate or you fake no and tell us oh when I was young somebody killed my father. He was also a prophet. I didn't want them to know. Bidianka say I did too many of Kevin Taylor. But my papa, you call me papa. Nam besem kofobe musem papa ne Mr. Taylor. Inti a friend ekoando. Inti and then me kuta 2 passport. Bakuya ekoando. And a bakuya Kevin Taylor. Ni na mi use. And I me what 2 tin numbers because you call me papa. A some way a Kuruban journalist bang the better na say. We are say a different this ankwasi same way. Journalist Ben and OsagyefoAgyemangBaduI or bet to me at say I mean defending Kwasi same way, and you spend a whole time on a whole 2-3 hours on a year Metro TV. Nipana Metro TV and diano a year Zoom Lion. As we speak, we have all just a Metro TV, you know. apart from Good Morning Ghana, any area news be me reading no. Just say at the papa be and free one back. Paul Adom Otchere could have used that 3 hours to speak on Air Jospon, the partnership he's having with Air Thailand to come to Ghana and to grow local rights for us to stop the importation of foreign rights. He could have used 2 hours to explain to Ghana why we should all support Jospon, because it's a good initiative. This is a risky thing an entrepreneur will say, I want to do. Jospon is using his money to go to Thailand, to go bring the Thai people to come and show us how to grow rice locally to be able to feed ourselves. Jospon is the owner of Metro TV. I was expecting Paul Adom Otchere and ghanaeducation, you spent 2 hours to explain to Ghana that this step a year Jospon is taking is a step we all have to support. Because when we grow here, next year I supported Jospon, not this risky venture he's getting into. And to me, it does not matter the government in power. We will all do well. Today, our economy is dying because we are importing more than exporting. Now, question penny be Ghana TV so abe Jimmy no won say PND sinti Kusi Boateng kuta 2 tax identification number, okuta 2 birth certificate, okuta 2 mother's name, okuta 2 wetuma registered all these companies in 2 different names with 2 different tax identification numbers. We should let it go. Now, Omãńhêne question penny so abe Ghana TV so na mo Jimmy na mo refi say mo bewu. Mure if said the Betina Ghana, Betina radio swa Ghana na it is not today. The future is now. It is you now because your kids sitting by you, no. Only I can say Ghana's future, no. So big now can say the future of Ghana future there. And today is the future. Today is the future because if we correct today's problem, those behind us will have an easy way to make things better for themselves. Ghana first, Ghana. We need to correct these things today. A Ghanaian can rise up today and say, I'm going to court. I don't trust the Ghana card. I don't believe in it. It should not be the only document because I know one person in Ghana has 2 tax identification number which he used in getting a Ghana card. So how can I trust this process? And these are the things we need to be talking about. Because obu how so wenyini adwene won tirim onim no kore no baton peso beka obu ha wenyini onim nyansa onim no kore no party politics inti or the kwasia on peso beka no kore no. And some people are struggling. See what is happening today. Today I was reading some story. They say the National Cathedral Krampono committee they are not even aware. They don't even know the seed money. We don't know the exact amount of seed money for the National Cathedral. Joyce Aye, trustee for no said seed money amount. Why are we still doing this to ourselves? Why are we not concerned about this? Why can't we see say Akuffoaddo in the bush and they are laundering money through the National Cathedral? A whole trustee member saying the trustee, they don't even know the seed money. How did we get here? How are we allowed politics? How have we allowed some group of people, tribal bigots, to just destroy every single thing that you guys have built? Why are you allowing yourselves for this to happen? This is wrong. This is bad. Check. Modrin say, we hate somebody. It is not personal. Nipa bi te Ghana ti radio so a decide so betwa montro. And deliberate. Paul Adom Otchere kwasi ade no enendra no. Deliberate. Now no na me ya. The na me ya say there were some young people sitting there also no na show no, and the future of these people na yama omo. Because they sitting there, those kids reading the messages the other day, they know the truth. They are like, we are all students. Why? The basic questions have not been answered, but people are now trivializing and making it look like a tribal thing. And when any boy and all questions software could have double identity. Why do you think Kusi Boateng, Victor Kusi Boateng, software, who is more vocal than him? Whose presence they are feeling more than any of the people on the cathedral board? Why is he not speaking? Why is he running to court? Because you have a bigger platform. Sorry, 21 America. We are going to investigate all your churches and say you have registered them as churches in America. And if you are watching me, send this message to Kusi Boateng. Say, sorry, 21 America. We are going to investigate those churches and let the world know and the American government knows that those churches, how were they established? That 21 churches, are they established as a non-profit organization? Are they established as a business? We will bring you all the locations and let the American government open investigations into those churches. Because as I sit here, I don't trust it. As I sit here, I don't trust that pastor. This is the beginning of him, because you've been investigating everywhere. Because I'm here, 21 churches. We are going to look for all the 21 churches. We are going to look into their documentation. This is America. You open up LoudSilence Media. If you want to look up LoudSilence Media in America, you have the right to do it. It is there. So Victor Kusi Boateng should not think, say, no, nobody hates him. We want the right thing to be done. He's a man of God. We are fighting for the gospel to reach everywhere. Mema Obiant now Enka said this is gone. It is not going anywhere. People are also going to question the system, the process. People are going to sue and use Kusi Boateng's issue as their basis to question the legitimacy of a Ghana card for 2024 elections. Yes, because Kusi Boateng will Ghana 2 tin numbers. We are a Ghana card, our 2 passports, our 2 birth certificates. We don't have a system. We can trust as we speak now. Into some media personality, Adom Otchere, and I sat back and I'm like, what is happening? Why are we allowing Sam Kwasiafowe to derail this nation every single day? Why are we doing this? See pensioners, bondholders. See, you don't have a nation. Whether it's off track. IMF 3 billion tomorrow. The 3 billion is going to be used in doing what? Servicing external debt. Especially a care and the other 3 billion because of the we sat here for about 6 years. Let me catch a Ghana for in Kwasiafo we be semu, in Kwasiafo ba mwachemu, in Kwasiafo we nim nyansa mo di matem, and the wine e bre, e bi bre, but e bi bre chi bi no, and na AC no. Before I end the 2022 season, me catch them say Brenna e beba no. You people have no idea. Before 2022 season ended, my last statement, say in 2023, Bra Ghana for Bebreno. You people, many idea bia. I came here today to let them understand. Sa journalists no more Ghana no. Sa media for more Ghana no. Adom Otchere OB Omãńhêne Kwabena Sante. Sa Kwasiafo MPP boys no. This is not going anywhere. When I start officially 2023 season, we are going to go into this. Said the legitimacy of the Ghana card, using the Ghana card for election 2024. We need to start questioning it. We will go to court. When we go to court and they throw it out, we will know, say it is on record. They should ask the relevant questions. The question here is, how come Kusi Boateng or Reverend Victor Kusi Boateng, how come he has 2 names? That is 1. 2. Kwabena Sante Adom Otchere, we want you to answer this question because you want some woman in Nyansa Chen Ghana for Nina. Jimmy, Yanko Papa Bia, Yadiakinkai and Tiasia. How was he able to get 2 tax identification numbers? Why is it said, even at the Ghana Revenue Authority, in their database, Victor Kusi Boateng has 2 different names filling for 2 different companies or different. He has registered over 15 companies with 2 different names. How was he able to come to that point of using 2 different names and using 2 tax identification numbers to open different companies? Because tax identification number a unique, a 1 person pair. And we need to get serious. When you opportunity to come sit on radio and TV, Munim nyansa njen obiawo eye nipa papa bi na yenya. Every time a enyansafo be kasara na kwasiafo so ado nem eno na ede abeduru ha. Every time the wise start to speak, the foolish also start to speak. Into na ye diam Ghana for to know who is stupid and who is smart. eno na ya bedru hande na ya de na journalist to Mitna TV so ka say Okudjato Black was say ye producer no be. The question is Okudjato Black was say Kusi Boateng as a Ghanaian like you has 2 identities, has 2 tin numbers, has 2 mothers, has 2 names, has registered different companies in 2 different names with 2 different tin numbers. Eno na ye wo dwuma Kwame Jimmy Omãńhêne Kobra Sante wa funu set doctor Paul de ono no nindro na onega bi ko no no mo hu ne siase Paul mo hu ne siase obobo ne ndro ni wi a na obegina ho o hu say sia why dey say obi a homeless shelter ono no nindro ni wi na obegina wa Jimmy na mo so. So they should be able to answer these questions. And this is what I expect my fellow journalists to be doing. Ask the relevant questions. Let the people know you are there. You are checking the system. These questions are simple. Kusi Boateng Nankasa, who a bigger platform than anyone in Ghana. Why are you not speaking? Or say you will hear from me. He's lying. He's going to hide behind court. And then they will let him walk. But any Ghana for the Wahana, ya bad young ones, you Jimmy you. Kusi Boateng should come out and speak. Nema me did the same. Time and papa will near friend is saying. Osasa and Dino at the end of the first name, I don't want to answer. Why is he still keeping the 2 names? He has a diplomatic passport bearing a different name. Another one. You are alive. You are not dead. Someone say Kusi Boateng you good anymore change because Semena Omãńhêne Kobra Sante. And this man, Jimmy Ana Adom Otchere Jimmy. He has met this man. He has met this man. Are you stupid? And yet our chapo, who didn't they meet in this world? If Kusi Boateng has met Clinton or has met Bob Marley, does it mean he's not a thief? It does not justify itself on Onyevi. El Chapo, all the criminals in this world, omumiti all the high-profile people on this planet. It does not mean say Nipa Nenya Krofo. So that editorial you did yesterday, but you say, wait, Jimmy, why didn't you form Paul? Wait, Jimmy, who's up here, Jimmy? Well, I saw that case in one of them was catching El Chapo. One of them was catching all these drug lords. But at the end of the day, wrong is wrong. You need to be treated as a criminal. So it does not matter who he has met, how many news and you want to worship. I don't care. I want to know who are you. The question you people should be asking this pastor is, who are you? Tell us who you are, because we don't know who this guy is. How should we address you? Are you one person or you are 2 people? What is your identification? Tell me, do you have a unique number that makes you a Ghanaian? These are simple, straightforward questions, sir. You, Kwasiafowe, opportunity amunya no, sana nkosa mu use opportunity no. Ablakwa ya awunani today. Ablakwa ya awunani to need the right to question the system. Ablakwa ya awunani onya santini ba odiboko di nchini to Kwasia. Ablakwa ni mnyansa chemu nyina. Because our black one never came to attack Kusi Boateng and answer DN. He did not attack his religion. He did not attack his job. He did not attack his personality. A black one based his questioning on the documents he has. Why are you people not going behind the scenes to go bring other documents to deflate a black one's base allegation? Why are you people so stupid? I don't know what you say. I don't know what Jimmy say. I don't know what politics are time. I don't know what Ghana for you say when people they can respect. It is bad. My idea a year. Time and I need na munya opportunity na mo better na radios na nanko for boom no. And you hope them fight for that credibility. Yen yen say munim nyansa munya intelligence ah. A radio na for Ghana ofu dia to na so. Unya any extraordinary person bia we suan wo ma bia se bi wadwi mu do enye saa ma petition am kono no better mo Omãńhêne onko school papa bia ma wadwi mu ndo nchen obia e radio kasakasa na beduru ha kene de Japan jina wonim so wonim sa ofui wa fune sebo fruit wait man permanent free radio you don't have that credibility to be questioning Okudjato Blackwa. The last time Omãńhêne better TV so John Mahama should give us a break. What are the alternatives? John Mahama them had a press conference. The crossroad, they listed every single thing and told Ghana for say, this government is going to give you a haircut. Be careful. We have been there before. We know more than these people. And the baby, everybody is getting a haircut. I don't know Mahama gave solutions. Ato Forsen, Mahama, they stated what we are supposed to do to cut down on our domestic debt and also how to cut down on our external debt. They gave reasons, simple grammar, and petition, but on the radio. So, man to man can't say the opposition, which has been there before, is telling you this is wrong. I don't know what Jimmy Mama journalism yet time, sir, and it's in there, Ofubia to me, the Ghana Nibiatem. That is why, and the Kwasibia to be the journalist, because who said majority of the journalists, oh, Jimmy, me say, and Yansa for don't want a Casano, not a Jimmy for the door so Casa. So it makes it difficult for us to understand the Onimians and the way Jimmy. What Jimmy do? When I'm using words well, because deliberately, what person would check Ghana for so with Jimmy? The disrespect you people have for Ghanaians, and then the hammer. And the Kufuado Kwasiade odi nyina ne MPP for Kwasiade a and don't be still extra TV so e can Ghana's economy ni politics nyina if you mo Omãńhêne mo ne Adom Otchere mo na mama Ghana fo MPP fo hu se Ghana fo Jimmy na ye den na Kusi Boateng identification issue e den na PNDC bem Kusi Boateng ono nkwa ne papa na eku na PNDC time Kusi Boateng papa no a famous chen Ghana fo nyina enti he deserves to have 2 identifications, he deserves to have 2 tin numbers. He deserves to have 2 mothers. Jimmy ana mo dia na mo school mo ko roen. School mo ko roen. Adom Otchere, I was expecting you to use your prime time, no? Sir, metro time, no good evening, no? To project a year wakasa with Juma Ura, there will be a drama when you Juma, no? A year could just spawn, no? They're all year. As an individual, as an entrepreneur, he might have his flaws, but he's taking an initiative, he's making a move to help solve today's problems. When to me, but now in Ghana form, and could just for years say, or cover Thailand form, Ghana, thousands of them to grow in Ghana. To me, yes, I don't question we won't ferry. Won't Adom Otchere. Me say, side Christmas tree, you crumple once and can we, Okolos, Korea will be work. There's only credibility here to come and sit there and say, I have brought 21 passports. So Kusi Boateng should not be criticized. I didn't say Kusi Boateng ejina sorry dem otonyo. Na so for why you resa banji we otonyo ma menye den. Ono ne so for ye hu bi da. Kusi Boateng ada onyankopon toilet paper. Kusi Boateng ne so for na ye hu bi da. Kusi Boateng e di anwade pa na waya ye hu nyamesomba ye hu bi da. Mo fa mo jimi nkontwetwere no wa. Kusi Boateng should answer the questions. Kusi Boateng be yano so onya kromfo. If Kusi Boateng says he's not an imposter, he's not a criminal, he's not using 2 identifications to do illegal business in Ghana, he should speak for himself. What is so difficult about Kusi Boateng coming out to say, yes, I want to do a press conference today. Brony and Kwendo Jina TV so church. Yes, medini Kusi Boateng. Many of them Kusi Boateng, I could enter me use to way I will passport to any near who say one I can hear a question because I got lawyer chi. And one more Adom Otchere, who Omãńhêne because my power we are born Santi, who Jimmy ever you say a black guy is too sensational, what bow damn. What you say, Sam Kwasi, and we know 442 formation, I'm born in 1992, ABC 2015, we better start time, maybe my bot damn. My bomb Kwasi damn. What you say, a sad time now, Namahama was now, Modem Kwasi at radio, so many are queer pocket money, they are Jimmy Mohono, what you say, Mama time to see. From time we know. What to wow, but take, you bet Juni da because my Jimmy, what I would ever do hand. Ya mobile space beam, Ghana one Jimmy you. We will not allow you people to lie to the people again. We will not. And to Mumbusa, these questions, some way journalists, Papa Munimi answer. I think you people have access to more officers than even a black one. Why are you people not trying to embarrass Abrakwa? I don't know person would bet also I discredit Abrakwa by going to all the places he said he went to put the documents out to disprove his documents. Moon to me, because my Jimmy, moon himself no crack. Kusi Boateng your wine. I respect him as be papa, but all your wine will boom rassle. Kusi Boateng a boom rassle. Kusi Boateng I was say a chenaso. Say 30 years or say jailing. Kusi Boateng, as we speak now, from what we have on our hands. So when you remember Pruvia, also come back for 10 years, also war jail. I'll see a certain example. Kusi Boateng Cheobia, and no one papa Yokuno, PNDC time, say no crumpa. And then kwasi analysis no. I don't know mama MPP for Jimmy for against a Ghana for Jimmy. And then I demand people like us to say we are still part of the NPP. You enjoy it, but kwasi forward we cannot join. As some way by Kusi Boateng assemble double identification. What to say in kwasi form person the MPP president one will be akasa because they know it's true. They cannot even defend it. This is the National Cathedral. This is the National Cathedral. Me papa we Jimmy Krampono or di bako. Me papa na konwa din wo ho ya gazette no. Okwa obeka cho say na konwa din ni e din ane ma me papa de wo ni e de to ni. The best certificate will show that Albert Gabi Taylor. He can never stand anywhere else and say na konwa din is different from ne papa ya obedi hininti ne friend Kwame Ando. And it does not work like that. Yen Jimmy sir, mama man kwasi afo when man you say Jimmy. We should not. But the Captain Smart say MPP and Musa Tuma MPP be ma Ghana my Captain Smart my catcher you are my senior brother. You are done. Upetra san, Ugaza san. 2020. Una catch Ghana for some young to make Kufuado. You know that said the beginning of the end was in 2020. When him say Kufuado lost the elections in 2020. And the Captain Smart is saying, and a Mahama be we need nobody it be say, and this be we need election 2024. And Omba Privacha Ghana for said they are better than the MPP. It's a fact. And that concept no a chemu. Sa time na ye the perception to aban eni ho biem ya boy etrim asome se do nipa boni ni o ejai ye the fact na ye adwuma eni tina kwasi afọ se kobra santemo ene Paul mo bre no odwin sa asem esi nei kama hama na pese osi National Cathedral ene yakoche sofo baako ana ya chimu nipa se oye odu se kan de Ghana nke ebeda anka ebeda wo Ghana asiafo we nyina atete wo se asofo ye mpenifo ejimifo we nyina mo president no to nyina the best advisor and the senior advisor of Safma for Konfo we ya won 1942 over 80 years of Safma for ni timo dwena na no se koko boto kwase we ni manyina gu aban mu and so public sector na ma ya wo eye Safma for 1942 and 2 years they work for 44 Asafo we dey dimoso. We Jack Kevin Muade mabodam. This yebu hu bi da. Ye start if you we ye the proper kwem. Osafo for ye 1942. 1942. La ila ayila. Osafo ye won 1942. And ye we kufu ado 1944. Asafo dey dimoso. Ya wo Osafo na anchebia ena ya wo ene ye 44 they signed the bond of 1844 bare 2 months anche they signed the bond of 1844 ena ye wu Kufuado what kind of bond of 1844 the bond of 1844 and you know ya ndia fin ye wo Osafo ye wu Kufuado obi ko posi ye wo Osafo 1936 1936. Sorry, 1936. Yo, 1936. Near bicycle. Ye Jimmy o, already. Akwa we Osafo Mafo. Kofo camp no wom. Obedi finance minister dim kwasi asema. Ni party tia motia. 1936 yo Osafo Mafo. Oti Ghana state kofo we wa adwene gwemu. Ye wie anchebe 3 months ye wo Kufuado 1944 e wa na nananom ye nananom ye omo wi a won tuba mu kankan ya omo adwene adwene pa bia ma Ghana omo num ye omo denti bibia omo de omo fa bata ende nti no me bata trade no say bata trade no ti ase o de ye adwene pa no. Now you need to understand say I say barter trader one has to lose. Barter trade the broth no e won ne ba because there's no barter trader nipa na ono tiri baby na wo buy so on the barter trade no ono be losing no. And intina at the end of the day no so mo say oil for gold or some tia say mo lose sika musika na ehye. Now where there is not part of what we were discussing. Mumusa Bawumia ni MPP for say ya say oil for gold gold for oil so dey nyen na sen gold say na dey akọ na sen oil na enya I want to say mo di nkwasi asem Omo go the galam say omo yeni nyina ka dem. In the say there omo be fa so dey say dey akoto oil me say mumusa Bawumia MPP Alan Cash Bodamini Kennedy Japan eye Jogate liver cancer ni no mumusa eye wi ni no eye agric minister no say akoto mum from nyangu dem say na gold say na dey akoto oil say bon kire gold no ne convert into sika ne nhwe omo tumi kan kire mo kwasiafo we na mo dey omuchi 1936 your war saf mafu mon kwasiafo titi radio so defending kwasiafo we Osaf Mafu, in real serious terms, he's an ancestor. We are supposed to be saying, and then one of our ancestors, one of our short, ugly, big mouth ancestors, Osaf Mafu. Someone can also throw a social studies book in me. Because here, what I want to Ghana say, oh, ideas, baby. We need to be sitting today and hey, who is one of our ancestors who was born in 1936? A criminal who went to secure a deal at a saloon. Nanka, social studies, no, and Koranetro. Yao Osaf Mafu, one of our ancestors. Because you are to when in Ghana say, Muman or the Tukufuadwa, or the Tukufuadwa. You won in 1936, and Chebia, you work for 1944, and you signed a bond of 1842. More calculating. More trust than more calculation. You are being ruled by your ancestors. Time a war, not bent when you war, not bent when you war. That be, what do you mean? Not bent when you are. So back to the issue itself. I want you people, and yet the original TV so you didn't also mujidi. Tabi, most more apply common sense. Most starting bisa questions. Yeah, I'm fine. Say Kusi Boateng you will seek them. Them. National Cathedral of also Musika San. Omo prescribe their contractor. Into the end, a year Kusi Boateng so already 2.6 million that them and that bank a physical money that them. Watama ama National Cathedral ya tiasie Kusi Boateng yeda wasepa. Now the question is, we are worried about Kusi Boateng's identity. And one here. I don't care about how much he gave you people, how much you people, whether it was a gift, whether it was a transaction, whether it was I don't care. The question is, who is Kusi Boateng? Who is he? Has he broken that confidence in our process when it comes to our identification? Because Kusi Boateng yakotreo or ye nipa titiriwa ukuta diplomatic passport. Me say, personally, I'm going to reach out to some friends for us to petition all these embassies in Ghana for them to write to the Foreign Affairs Ministry to tell us who Kusi Boateng is. What is his real name, his real date of birth, and his TIN number. They want to have it in their database. Kusi Boateng wa papa to America. Also 21 churches. We will check all these churches, all their branches. We will make sure they provide documents to prove say boni bia ni hu no de ti asore do ha mo amade ti asore say Kusi Boateng de mo di sheki stortis no mo nim de ba enti as simple as that. Or 2.6 million, I don't care. Who is Kusi Boateng? What is his name? How was he able, one person, able to secure 2 tax identification numbers? How was he, one person having 2 mothers? Because today, a black person had another document about with fact you could say we stating on one person written statement you say nema me din ye mienu nema me ye hwan. So even the story of Kusi Boateng papa being killed by PNDC, it's a lie. PNDC did not kill Kusi Boateng papa. They are making it up. He's basically, I am not saying sir or a money launderer, but from what I am seeing, it is looking like Kusi Boateng, he's somebody who looks like he's laundering the cathedral money. Yes, I cannot confirm, but from all that I am seeing, it is showing clearly, because it is only when you want to launder money in different names now to use different names, different passports. A chair the person we used to quite baby now to use different TIN numbers. A chair we are nipebia o person we sika as a money launderer no who using some kind of different information and it's secure. It's like me won't Kusi Boateng, I cannot confirm, but at the end of the day you will get to that point whether he is laundering the money using a Kusi Boateng to do that. Is this difficult to ask? Is it a very difficult question to ask today? Say, how did he come by 2 10 numbers? How did he come by 2 passports? How did he come by 2 date of birth? How did he come by registering 15 companies with different 10 numbers? How are these difficult questions? My Omãńhêne, why we fuse the Edokwaji Edro, Ewo Edukrum, no Jimmy Tiasem, say, a black one. I will tip any a black one. Omãńhêne come last and Ghana the Jimmy, I will radio Benson of it Martinez or a journalist. Oh, we are saying. Come last and Omãńhêne come last and and Ghana na emu afo a multimedia de cocaine sika bie ya anka hepa na obetuma akose be a journalist. I am an editor. I would na obetuma here in journalism. What can you do? Can you write? Can you edit? What can you do? Omãńhêne come last and a dear pa na obetuma here who pay free Ghana. Na so me a journalist. A dear na obetuma here. You cannot report from the ground. You cannot do a story. You cannot edit a story. It would then obetuma here. Ah, from home, me a journalist. Dear, shut up, how to feel what's na baby. Munda Jimmy no, ya so swat na mutika na Jimmy sa, obi anka bi papa me say the young ones some daddy to them baba so bow timu to some Jimmy. Mon kan okre na obi a ho henha no na oman no ade a yen hu se eba na enye na yebetuma kasama nyoma asesa no mo ankasa asesa they will tell you gansa ti o ma be kum attraction. Opola no matwo na wodan kese o metie sim boy no iba neto mo na mo makomo di nipa mo na mo ma ho kire beto nipa so mo tetete traffic na go for sani to ogum so because mo Jimmy. What do you need? Then I'm pay. A say no. A whole digitalization has collapsed because of Kusi Boateng. Because NDC, as we speak today, MPP, they cannot defend a Ghana card. Ghana card is legit. I don't think it's legit. Why should we use Ghana card to vote? Abra obidnim Ghana kuta 2 10 numbers. Abra obidnim Ghana card equal GRA. I could be about 15 companies. Obeso catch them say, "Sa Ghana card no, it is legit." No. I don't care how much you hate me. Hey, we be dimatam me ko baby am one am. I name it so be dimatam and the chance assembly ya we Jimmy ya tenetena wo. So those here insulting me, I like it. It makes me happy. Who baby anka onko e. Uni baby akọ. Because you know here I will tell you say we Jimmy and then the beya we ya no. I don't care what me say. This platform is an NDC platform. Yes. Ebe make sure say NDC be power. You be check NDC. Inti hana ye wono ye make sure say ye de no kore no etu aban kwase afiri so ye betena han kan sem ye ni nkrata inti ye nsuro bia mo betuma ka se mahama na hwe mebusu nyina am emfa me ho ade ye no de onim nyansa che mu nyina. Yes, inti me no, I'm not going to sit there and make nkwasiafo take advantage of my people. Me nya da. It does not matter the bobeka. I don't care. Inti, as we sit here, no, I'll say akuffoaddo, eyo foriata, Gabia Sochirako, Sam Kwasiafo when Edimedru ha MPP, nya party ya, obetumi do crash mu biom. Oya Ghana na utimia, tutia omo. It does not matter the best son and then ochna. Omuni idea. Mon tuntia omo. Hwe, mamika bi nchiro, onwa ho kira mu fam. Munya nduru yewu. Bra mo bebreno. You will understand in some you will get it. Into more some say this platform is bigger than every platform. When you LoudSilence, when you with all this, where Kevin Taylor, my personal page 1.6, 99% of media for more Ghana, nobody can record this number. This is my cheapest number. You know why? Because people know. People know. 1.6. Won't come back to my radio station. My son Panene, Moon to me TV. Nobody even got 1K to watch them because people know the truth is here. This is my personal page. In the MPP before did you bet more much because more Jimmy and the enjoy. It did you tell me more Jimmy. More Jimmy, I am Kwasiafo making money out of you. Especially mini anoma sante for mama Kwasiafo bi sorry anomo de mu mekiska but I don't watch it in kind. Wakoji ska Kusi Boateng so mama sante for de o Jimmy o ka se jeje rollers ko ma me mo a obubefu we Jimmy we asante na o hwe me na o se PNDC nti Kusi Boateng kuta tin number me no wona nke na kuta tin number me no anke de wakojina court nke jeli wasante ni ameke na o kasa we Jimmy mo bi no Jimmy. So they always bait you people. When you say Jimmy, they bait you people with tiny unnecessary things. me pe Ghana ni ba akoma na be gina Ghana say na me gina ho na jeje rollers tutu obo weti mutu ebi ni ho oboboa. You are worried. You watch me. Now what me hwe me na me internet Jesus no. Agyenkwa no beba ba me di nka be prapra kwam uni baby akọ. Jesus na ya kan internet Jesus amia. Ya say diedro untumi nya hwe. In the NPP for no in 2024 no ma start no obo be play on the conscience of many anoma santiphobia o jimi o ndwene. Na JJ Rollins we jimi say PNDC time no or sorry I no treat you about santimem so we do asantini kuno. Da bi asantifo bi akromfo. Eduane ye nyina akofa ba o se yetesoma ye nyina asantifo bi ye nananom asantifo bi ye wifo e na sojafo bi tatamu. Ma mfa ko se JJ Rollins. Mo ma mo nananom nka no kura nkyere mo. Eye ni bre ena de mabeduru ha nti MPP so ahu MPP be use we na de use mu amom se asantefo dodo mo jimi eni tina the port with trankran na wa ka kire Ghana for say Kusi Boateng kuta tin number mienu ekuta eye edi mienu kuta best eye PNDC e cho yakwasia school na ko prempe no school na ko no asafo na also asantini ba na proponent and exponent school no logical reasoning sitting and critically analyzing issues na when onye nipa o ya boa to believe that. So, I am powerful because of the people who support my platform. Powerful. The forces that come together, and the forces are the people who want to know the truth. On my platform, we are powerful. This is my personal page. On to me radio, any FM, your numbers will be there. Because Obianim so much Jimmy. Asampa, Odwin cross of 1K, Odwin cross of 500. Because Omãńhêne come na santini obi munyansa mo beka no kra kire nkofo no Adom Otchere. Or struggle, you see, on an 700, what could anyone 1.1? On to me, because the Obiu who say he's empty. Until you best start your season officially. Meta back, but officially, ain't to be a back. You better check and no me check Ghana for. So I give me something the more. We will not agree, mate. Adia Ogiane me de udimatema na me shoulders my ye say. Now for them me charge it and udimatempe na fe my say yapono na me pija ma betri ai na me charge kra inti atemde de me pe eno na kire se wutie me na when di matema e be me hu so wo ha when di matema e be me hu so wo ha obetie di akọ inti di matema me shoulders ni pija me ndie duro di udimatema me di me duro ne charge ai di matem mo bodam mo din say first na ka say we die oyefantini we amreni we die na ye nyire adwane obi anya sa de biem mudi atam ne ye ginam mudi atam kra ne ginam so tumfo ntoma ye ginam ye nko bebi a mudi atam di matam sie wonye se agini first mo ba na betata oh we ye tia ne ka we ananka ende krampo na ka NDC for kranko so ko $100 billion LoudSilence TV no mo ye den wa bodam kwasiafo we kwat so mu jetu oboka radio so any TV so ye nko bebia ye NDC tinye wa I say NDC winning power now kire Ghana for so better than kwasiafo we mo fa NDC toto me see sa in some na you kind of first say oh check NDC na check MPP na hwe de ye jai oh tuma NDC no mo mra power kwasiafo we se pamo mo ye jai sakasa no hwe de NDC na hwe de MPP metuma tena bo project over 200 NDC gira na so ya benefit Ghana then kwasiafo wo mutumi ka ba akokra why should I come sit here and say one kasa check ye jai sakasa ne ka ye jai NDC has to come to power. Dormaahene is more intelligent. NDC for the nyansa. Omãńhêne some a social democrats. Dormaahene and the Nema Ghana running. The Jama Mokraman to my Yankwasiafo, one is Anto Abamam, taken in Japan saying, Moto Abaman or Ghana. Obe feed the whole of Africa. Kwasiato, or to feed for Sufo. Also, who say Yenya can for ye Jimmy. And the Canada Japan. Ya drilling the team Jimmy we no. Ono say Monto Abamano na mo man be president a obetuma ya farm e dey feed the whole Ghana and Africa. Aboa toruwa always Africa ye fosu. Kwasiato ukene de Japan always Africa e ye fosu. Fosu ka e dey show 28 years to 30 years. Kwasiato went to school back ho. Who be feed Africa. Kwasia went to multimedia so can say o ye kwani a and the person o po ye Jimmy ntra ye Jimmy asantefo akamfo dodo ni ye Jimmy and na ye dodo ni egu MPP mu Asantehene Akamfo ye ne dodo na ye gini o Ghana ye so ne dodo na egu MPP mu ene de kredit report because as we chiro with the MP almost 30 years when men feedi onu fosu kakra na emfutu agye wa afa no o se to ma no be di Ghana president na o be feedi Africa na wo nya aboa. Are you not crazy? Unjimi is nipa we kwa mane gina woni makasa. Unjimi when men feedi fosu. Fosu is one place in Ghana over to be eduaba bia manadini. Fosu e baby edua koko. Kwase wentu anya kwan. Ade achia ofu we awet na say ma menya president. Nanka president but am for the president ka won kabedu so. And this should win. We are young Ghanaians now hwemia. This is not a time to be thinking. Makacho, if you are now thinking about who to vote for, when you're ready, you don't deserve to be on my platform. NDC must win. NDC should come to power. People are supposed to be jailed. The system needs to be calibrated. Akuffoaddo or your robot or your book or your abranoma, a boat 8 and a uni battery free name. And opania download your musuli a shadow to Odniman sound. Gabi no man hono. Omon Jinimu Oforiata. NDC catch them. Dormaahene be a whole press conference near about 2 hours. Church and you say, hey, Muntieme. Na enkwasiafo wei obobedi musika nyina fi musem haircut yetena kromo Omãńhêne kwabna Ashantehene to kan okasa kakra ni gisira mu fifire ayeso tonbanchi e wo South Central so e be gina obegusa Mahama say alternative ne de enkwasi abrofo na wonte anase analysis na wonte ase okasa tami na ni tru mu nyina kan na gisira mu nyina afo abegina so a journalist apart from Ghana he na obetuma ko a journalist no. The questions are there. Ask Kusi. Come to our premises. Kusi, bra, your radio so na be kire Ghana for adikudie nti a wo 2 10 numbers. Be kire Ghana for adikudie nti a wo 2 date of birth. Be kire Ghana for adikudie nti a wo maame din ye mienu. Kire Ghana for adikudie nti a wo tumi ABA companies 15 with different thing. Sana journalists for ye muama. Muama. You cannot cross Ghana and work in any media house. I'm saying this on authority. I'm afraid from journalists for Ghana. Say, I am almost say, where can they work apart from Ghana? Nowhere. Now, you have also bad day. Ube Pian Trog and also bad day. Ube clinic, media house, or Diana obey. John Dramani Mahama should win. NDC should come to power. The reason why Go is so sending this power, they don't know what is in the head of Dormaahene. They don't know what he's going to do. Because we debonne. Because we are conforming they don't know what is going to happen next. If they could predict Dormaahene and the NDC next move, and can never be easy. But their problem is say, what are they going to do? Because they know the NDC are better than them. They know. I have 4 minutes, 6 minutes to leave. Ghana for Mushamu radio for the Polar Watch of Champagne Omãńhêne. Some say the relevant questions have been posed by Eye Okujato Blakwa. We will say about 5 solid questions. Mumusa Kusisa Ombra Bontimbe answer. We don't need to be in court. You don't have to go to court to tell me say Nipa Bako or 2 names and 2 10 numbers. You don't need to be in court to do that. Most of Kusi Boateng sorry, Victor Kusi Boateng sorry, boy Jimintra. Mo fresh up was a yeah, no. You don't need to go to court. If you are not guilty about anything, if everything you're saying is the truth and the fact, come on TV and answer why you have 2 10 numbers. Answer why you have been able to secure 2 passports with 2 birth certificates and 2 names. Tell us why you have 2 mother names. Tell us how you were able to secure companies, build companies, about 15 companies with different numbers. That is simple. A Christopher Kwasiafo go say, Nipe bi 10 Kusi Boateng, moye mwa na mugu na asore de mo, mo Jimmy, munye Christopher Njem bia wo. Mo Jimmy na muti na mankofo we nye sika se twom. Ah mwa ne mwa, Sunday bia na makoyi sika mo last we say alpha hour suti. Oti radio show se TV so po. My sister is the one who is paying me. Or chink, I bet not say. My sister is the one paying me. When she takes her salary and then she will give me say, oh, but damn, oh, but damn. Even January, she gave me all. My soul sister, a criminal. What sister no? Oh no. How is she able to live on a salary requirement to know already be sure? How much is that your sister making? I'll go and pull your sister out. Oh, but my sister is the one paying me. All the money goes to you. We do donations. Can you say Kroma and get taxi every single money that comes to you and come over and come to America? I can say all the money we are making in this church, anything that comes to the tower, it does not come to me. Oh, but down. And the alpha hour boka near Pobia Jelly now, one of Dina, so be jail over to say every coin that comes in there, you don't see it. Oh, but a damn now, oh, why don't you see a Jimmy on? How would you see Jimmy? Now, Michelle Twitter, Michelle is on here. When you're Jimmy for me now, I'm on the working can come on Tiasia. And I'm going to be a Christopher. And you know, and my sister is the one paying here. Oh, Jimmy got to have a video. Your sister is paying the end. Your sister is paying the end. Mama, the patch I do also at home. Mama, my sister, I'll pull her out. May you go pull in the Juma or yes, Sika every month. Or one casano, the assets. Now, my child sister, I'm working on her. I'm pulling the salary a month. Never pulling on one casana, the investment. Mama Ghana for what's the star every month at January or time salary in Ama or now. She's still doing good, you know. I'll let Ghanaians know what's the star corner. I don't can't trust her. She said, what's the star to order the star to us the boosts here. She said, what's the star? What I said, what's the star to us? I'm begging your sister right now. You consider will be a beam. What do you got some? What do you got some? And what hurts is you see some journalists, some of them are my friends. They are seriously defending Alpha Hour on their pages on Facebook and on Twitter. Nobody hates Alpha Hour. Me. Now me Alpha Hour no me nimuno or on channel me so me channel. Me nyana is in channel, nyana is in channel. Or yere or bam me channel be a monche. Me say he is taking advantage of the system. And that the youth are lazy today. On he's lazy. That is why he's seeking this kind of a solace or whatever in religion. On one gasa alpha one or since bomb pie. On one gasa all kind of problems in church. Only problem. Only the only problem. Alpha one or two or problem about the bush, but to solve your problem. When Jimmy do when Jimmy. Oh, say Jimmy number for my disaster called Jimmy, no. Your Jimmy, your tiaba for my disaster called Jimmy, no. In Siciliano, your Jimmy Muno, you didn't say a big and say a small. So I got here. Your Ghana, your young, your Christopher B, your Jimmy number for my say, your disaster called here. I, your Timon, you didn't say a big, but in reality, no, you're small, and that is the problem. And what you could do is here. That's the problem, it's serious. Me nyan ba man for so me start season na me ba man for so so akwasi aboy be dey for Sheldon no so akwasi be na nam Ghana no now we a musician now what Ghana now say my bonyum my studio 1 year me tumi abonyum I know tones I know how now we will say Kojo Sheldon kwasi awe na ti say birika we so on na emba analyze me nyum ne mame what do you anything you people are all working in Ghana aimlessly. Nobody is even patronizing you people because when you don't even know the right people to analyze your trade, your talent, and make it bigger. Because you went to Ghana and to freeway, ni ti say binika at Ghana. Say or not, na me Shatawale we just have champagne way. Ni ti say binika at Ghana say Obia Koche studio 3 years or no na analyzing music no in a boys quarters. Kwasia we kona MPP for man kakra na why who fia betra TV so ontumi nka bro for man nsi menti say sa kwasia mpanyi we kodo share the tomato na waka grandma manesida you know. And so this music Bema tise binika and you see this music Shatawale did and you know Charlie the music and you nanka on to me express no of freeway on to me express no now who musician I walk through the mill worked hard in the studio instead of you to be looking for better international recognition with some better people who understand the trade to project you know because you were to feel it is a big out to Ghana and now mona most so Jimmy was last time when I went away Now what Jimmy wait to Ghana say it was sorry no akopol Adom Otchere na man 100 Ghana kwase na fee I so be there or Burkina or better now you know onto me pon make he cannot put two sentences in English together. He cannot speak grammar for 1 minute. And you see this music, the music is coming from a year Pataku, a year Kaupuni Jay-Z, and he's played music with a year Ghost, a year Bob Marley. But don't say, you just you can't put your thoughts together, you want to put somebody's career together. Well, make sure your number ho I just say Binika Kwasiafo way. Any Ameya Dembra Saboys on the pick caption. Kwasiafo, they misquote people. Now, my new season, Munim de Eba. But the boys got us in Moane, that them papa. Yes, you better now. Kwasiafo, thank you very much for being part of today's show. Masaba Bim, our season, we are putting it together slowly. Season will be ready very, very soon. Now, I share exactly the date we are coming by. It is very, very soon. Into one Sunday message in call. Questions are there. Victor Kusi Boateng needs to answer those questions. And we are waiting. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night. Good evening.